Ready for this, man? I don't think personally I am. I can already tell it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions right now. Oh geez, oh boy. Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here back a figure that comes with interest. A lot of things happened. Of just God, Meredith was in league with the Rallies on the other all this time. Like, it should have been obvious, like, the Rallies were behind it all, like, some way capacity, but Meredith, like, definitely had the biggest hand with the threatening letter. Like, the interview, the small interview that Miles had with Gladys, literally was the whole crux of this whole thing happening. Literally, of this entire assassination attempt. We still don't even know what even that interview would even been. And that's the crux of it. What about it? What even led them to drive to this? And Meredith, like, literally just threatened Maya's life and everything. League with that. Pearl was never kidnapped at all. She just got really depressed learning about what really happened in the bridge to Turnabout. Lily of her own mom using her and the family feud and all that. Add to that whole thing of Meredith's story about her own sister trying to kill her. Like, honestly, there I was sympathetic, but then immediately when it started going to using tough love and all that, like, no. Absolutely F off. Absolutely not. Jeez, I'm not even going to tangent again because of that. Like, because again, I already said all I need to. Like, I just don't like it at all. That's fucking stupid. At all to me. God. You ready for this, man? I'd be lying if I said it was. They're gonna drag in our man to Donatello sooner or later. Gotta be prepared for it. Raphael. Of course. What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, the police still think Raphael Donatello's the person of interest. Well, think about it. Meredith is lying then. He could have been somewhere else too. Okay. I don't know what to think right now. Well, technically I do, but you know. Mr. Nick, remember... I can't bring her up. Not if I want to put mine in jeopardy. I can't tell him about Meredith. Nothing's wrong, Waters. Just nervous for the trial. Dude, I may not be the brightest bulb out there, even I can tell things up. Don't bother. Fine, be that way. Oh, now you're gonna be, hey, what's wrong, chum, after all this time of, like, yeah, all this, oh, you're finally warming up to us, yeah, go drench me in a frying pat of oil. Anything you need before this is all over? Remember, prosecution and defense are working together to get this guy. There might be something. Can you check for fingerprints in the entrance to the hidden hallway? That it? You got a record of all the prints, so it shouldn't take too long. I'll be back before you know it. Okay. Would the culprit not have wiped their prints on the entrance? That would definitely prove Meredith, like, went in there. Well, it was her house. It wouldn't prove anything. God, that's... never mind. God. Does he know about Mystic Maya? He suspects something. Well, the fingerprints are recent. Okay, there's something, but I don't think I'm gonna go with that. Okay. He suspects something. The less people know, maybe the better. The truth is out there. I don't like it. That woman has me good. As long as nobody accuses her. No, that can't happen. I won't put Maya in more danger. I have to keep Meredith out of this for now. The trial won't go in that direction. I need to make certain of it. I wonder if I should actually share this little tidbit right now or not. Let me think about it a bit more. Actually, maybe yes. Actually, nah, never mind. I was gonna say something to add more suspense to this, but never mind. It'll come out when it comes up. October 3rd, 10:30 a.m. Okay, Badia, where are you heckity at? Well, I just started the trial, but we seem to be without a prosecutor. That's strange. Well, I mean, if the prosecutor's 15 minutes late, we are legally allowed to acquit. Williamson's late. That may be more unexpected than anything else he's done yet today. Does anyone have an idea where Mr. Williamson is? He's not in the courthouse, sir. We checked everywhere. Not in the warehouse either. Well, this is most peculiar of him. He's always been on time before. Where is he? He must have a good reason for not being there. This might work out well for us. I need every moment I can to figure out what to do about Meredith and Maya. Well, Mr. Wright, I do apologize for those of us who were here on time, but we can't continue without a prosecutor. We'll have to wait until he arrives.
Objection!
What? Who was that just now? Sorry I'm late. Oh hi. I've never been good at coming on time to anything, really. What? It's Mr. Jimmy! Mr. Jimmy? I hope he's working with the prosecution. I have one explanation. I can do that. Buddy is running a bit late today, that's all. He won't be here for a while. Late? To a trial? This is most unlike him. I'm aware. He had some important matters to attend to. More important than this trial? Yes, he had more, personal affairs to attend to. The rest of the two were mutually exclusive. Hmm? Well... I'd say it's an hour before he gets here. Maybe a teensy bit more. Who can say? Well, in that case, we'll just have to postpone this until...
Objection!
Okay. Oh my god, that was actually meant to be the music you're listening to. That's kind of... Okay. Can't let you do that, Mr. Judge. Why not? Have you been, like, saying, like, blast on your ears this whole entire time? How have your ears not gone deaf by now? His request. He told me to make sure the trial continued, whether he was here or not. Just until he gets here. A substitute? This is the first time I'm hearing of this. He didn't call? Oh, right. Well, the music is still going even like that. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, right. I was the one who was supposed to do that. Are you a prosecutor, Mr. What'd you say your name was? Mr. Jimmy. You know, as in a Jimmy Bar? Crowbars? He's criminal. Jimmy. Just Jimmy. And yes, I am a prosecutor. Nice badge. Also, hi there, Mr. Jimmy. First name Just. He just took a slab of cardboard and painted over it. Nobody in my mind would believe that. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Well, if he has a prosecutor's badge, I see no reason he can't help. Welcome, Mr. Jimmy. Was he right about our cases intertwining? If he was, then this might be the perfect chance to finally understand him. I agree, Your Honor. This badge seems legitimate. I need to appreciate it. Defense supports a change in the prosecution until Mr. Williamson gets here. Shouldn't be too long. Let's hope. I don't really get to see your moves last time we were in court together. I figure whatever Obi says must be a tad skewed. It's nothing. I'm used to antagonistic prosecutors by now. Looking forward to this, right? Yet, as he would say, enough chit-chat. Now, let's get this party started. Does the prosecution have any new witnesses to bring in? Actually, Mr. Judge, we have a new suspect. I really don't like his music. I should probably put this out right now. Oh my gosh, it's a bit too loud and it's like peaking for me. A suspect? You do? Who is it? Don't let me her. I can't have her accused while Maya's still invulnerable. He's going by Raphael. Don't tell me you didn't see it coming, buddy. Although with him at the stand, it's only a matter of time until the prosecution no longer suspects the defendant? No sense on the issue, right? No, we don't. In that case, will you be dropping the charges? Oh, we will. In time. First, we need to prove her innocence. Okay. After the way they let you try you today, she's still suspicious, strictly speaking. I think we get this other guy up here, though, it will clear it all up. There's nothing conclusive on him. Yet. Well, that's why he's testifying. You are aware that he is not required to testify against himself, I presume. Sure he isn't. I have a feeling he'll agree. Shall we bring him in now? Yes, let's do that. Be careful. He's connected to the grandmother. You know he'll discuss her at some point. I'm not sure how much can drag this out. It's all we can do until something else happens. It all depends on this Jimmy man and what strings he decides to pull. Okay, can we change the music to something else, please? Okay, thank you. I actually hated that. Raphael, buddy. Glad to have you here with us. I'm simply enchanted. Glad you feel the same, with a magic wand and everything. Sparkles all around. Hoo-wee, tough cookie. Oh, don't worry. We'll crack you. Remember, Righty, just because Red is fellow then doesn't mean Miss Iris off the hook. Like a fish. This guy's suspicious, but she still is too. Yes, I realize that. I'll help when I can, but keep in mind, I'm still the prosecution. Just don't do anything stupid and this shit all goes swimmingly. Now, Mr. Murderer, I know you shot that gun, but I want to hear your side of things. Sounds well? Just dandy. Okay. My alibi, okay. This is still a weird situation, but I guess we'll roll with it. We'll go on the ball with it. Until the cookie crumbles or something like that, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't shoot anyone. I was with Mystic Meredith the whole time. She will confirm this. There's no reason to suspect I shot my Faye. As I recall, it was a sister that 2 separate witnesses saw. Possibly 3. I wasn't even in the courtyard, so why are we even trying to prove this? Doesn't seem to be much wrong. Why would you say that is, Mr. Donatello? Would you prefer a full confession? Is that it? Oh, it couldn't hurt. Then my apologies. Oh, I didn't think so. Well, in that case, I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Defense Attorney. I'm sure you know what to do. I'm just having both their voices almost like sound almost nearly the same because they're supposed to be like very calm, almost casual, proper people. Gosh. Oh boy. Oh hey. Nice seeing the bottom screen. Oh boy. Don't know if I like your ejection a bit too much though. Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't shoot anyone. Not even with a camera. Now that we are in court, how about you give that alibi? I don't have to do anything of the sort. You want to prove him guilty? Burn is on you. Oh, good point. Okay, I guess you can just leave then. I have reconsidered. If you really want the alibi so much, I may as well give it. What? This thing keeping him here? What? It was just Mystic Meredith the whole time. She would confirm this. She would tell us you didn't do anything? That is correct. So, So literally, well, if both Meredith and Raphael are telling the truth that they were together the whole time, then at least someone else shut the gun then. But we haven't had a single thing about anyone else being in the house. We can literally just say Ravelli's a goon, but we don't have any proof to show off it was anyone else. So Lily must be lying, or we just can't prove who the culprit is. Since Meredith was in league with Ravelli's family, and oh yes. I would not have mentioned her as an alibi if she was going to accuse me. How about the reverse? Could you tell us if Mystic Faye shot anyone? This man is the one being accused right now. Don't drag Meredith Faye into this. But she was with them. We need to know what both were doing. Overruled. This question, he isn't testifying against himself, but rather her. The witness answer it? No. Well, Raffi, let's hear it. Not that I saw. That's close. I guess he's going to cover for her after all. Thank you. That will suffice. I'll make it to you with your statement. There's no reason to suspect I shot my Faye. You have to admit that the secrecy isn't doing any favors. I am a citizen with rights, just as any other. You can't bully me into cooperation. Besides, at this point, I couldn't care less how any of this turns out. How do we interpret that? Through a microscopic lens. Beats me. He didn't shoot her, but he must have been involved somehow. How much does he know? Too much, As recall, was a sister that 2 separate witnesses saw, possibly 3. Well, Phoenix is obviously the 3rd one, but yeah. Iris was seen in the balcony. I'm quite aware. She would seem far more suspicious than I. Maya wasn't hit by a shot from the balcony. But is it too early to reveal that? Once that's out, it's only a matter of time before Meredith is brought in. Mr. Nick, you can't stall forever. Mr. Isles will still be found guilty. stall and Iris is convicted. Or don't, and Mystic Maya dies. We just have to be. Oh, yay, it's a thing between, your ex-true girlfriend or, your friend of, many long years. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Was in the courtyard, so where are we trying to prove this? How are we gonna get to you from here if we can't do much of either then? Okay, so we're definitely not gonna prove another bullet was the one that shot it, so there must be some other way to continue forth then, right? I was the building with Mystic Faye. I've already addressed the matter. Did police confirm this? Oh, both him and the old lady vouch for each other. Naturally, they either must be both telling the truth, or both lying. There's no way around that, is there? I'll have to tread carefully. He's lying. Remember what he said at the trial yesterday? Oh my. Okay. Bits and pieces. Oh, it's like you're just screaming that out to the whole courtyard. Oh, God. Well, you should remember what I'm thinking of. What he said in my grandmother's testimony proves himself wrong right here. Okay. I think I know what she's talking about. Better get to that contradiction. What he was talking about that trial before? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't shoot anyone. Whole time. So there's two separate witnesses saw Posse 3. I wasn't even in the courtyard, so why were we trying to prove this? The only thing I remember of the contradiction of what he talked about at any time was literally just the clock. So how exactly is that a contradiction? A large clock in the manor's main yard. The hour hand is frozen in the 1 o'clock position. Well, you should remember what I'm thinking of. That's really descriptive. And if I can't remember what they even talked about there besides the clock, I don't know what to tell. So, oh boy. I wasn't even in the courtyard. That's not... Oh my, that's not a contradiction. But the clock is the thing that present here. What? This is so obtuse. Hold on. What? Am I looking at this wrong, or I'm just like, that's not a contradiction. You really were in the courtyard, really. No one saw him at all in the courtyard, and even if, everyone was, very confused with the whole thing. Oh, God, 1:30 clock. He could have just saw that from the window if he and Meredith are not lying. Oh, God. That would be necessary. You already did. You talked about this yesterday, and you're contradicting what you said then. Oh, Mr. Raphael, do you recall the time? It was 1/2 the hour, ma'am. Around 1:30. How does it contradict anything? He just saw that from one of the windows on the 2nd floor. Literally. He, if literally just... If we're going the whole thing that, Meredith is trying to tell the truth, since we don't want Maya to be completely, exposed and be targeted, then we had to believe that what Meredith says is true for the time being, or just some loophole around that. God. He could have just, another way to literally prove this around is, literally, he just looked from the, one of the windows, same room itself, from Meredith. And literally, as we, mentioned before, Gladys, fainted, so she definitely saw Meredith, but she fainted a bit before, so literally, Raphael could have looked at the window and, seen, the clock and, and Iris. Gladys didn't even say exactly what window it was from, either. If it was from, for example, let's go with this. Gladys never said which window she saw it from. 2nd floor. If, she saw, from a window, actually. Hold on, there's only 2 windows. Okay, actually, that makes a bit more sense. Eastern balcony. If those 2 things that are the front are actually there right there, then literally he couldn't have seen the clock. Okay, then that's my fault. But this sounds really obtuse. Well, he could have just been on the east balcony, or he could be the shooter. Oh, okay. Let's nail that down more then. If that's the reason why you're so sure about it, then. The problem then was that you got the time wrong because the clock was off by an hour. The clock happens to be in the courtyard, so you must have been there to see it. Ooh, nice catch. I wasn't there, isn't here, so I might not have noticed that. Why'd you lie, Raffi? That was a mean thing to do. Very evil. I didn't know what else to say. I had to. You had to? Care to explain? Yes, you see, saying any otherwise would have made me a suspect. Oh, okay, we're just immediately jumping to the next thing. Okay, then. Oh, but I was still a bit irritated about how that was phrased anyway. God. I don't think there was ever mention about the windows anyway. Gosh. Nothing to pinpoint that anyway. And if, like, Meredith and... Oh, God. That's correct, but I'm still a bit irritated about that now. God. That's just on me, then. I was on the balcony, but I didn't shoot the gun. On the balcony? I saw Sister Iris there, holding the rifle. Oh, what? She fired off the shots before I could stop her. I couldn't report earlier, as it would just make me seem suspicious. Okay, so that makes it all okay. Okay, he's literally saying he was on there. Okay. So, wait, so that means you were the one who... Wait, Han. I need to read it again. I was just busy in my thoughts, just sorting that out of my head. Oh, I get it. You were just too scared to report it, is that right? If you'd known I was staying there, you would immediately suspect me. You're doing just that right now, so it seems my assumptions weren't off. I don't buy it. Right? No. How do I proceed here? If Ruby's connected to the shooting, I won't have much room left. Meredith is the next step from there. I get the feeling Raphael isn't the only person Jimmy wants to accuse. He's been really direct so far. How much longer can I draw this out? Not too long. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. On the balcony, oh boy. I'm still a bit miffed, so let's go into this now. I was on the balcony, but I didn't shoot the gun. I want to read this real quickly. I saw Iris there, holding the rifle. Okay. She fired off the shots before I could stop her. I couldn't report it earlier, as it would just make me seem suspicious. Wait, so that technically means you were the one... You should have been the one who pushed Iris off, then. Let's go down the line again. What were you doing there? I heard the gunfire and went to investigate. I must say, I was quite shocked by what I saw. She honestly didn't seem the type. I saw Sister Iris there, holding the rifle. Are you sure it was her? Are we calling my eyesight into question now too? Yes, it was her. Like, even then, he has little glasses. He can see. He can properly see, right? Did you see her shoot it? Yes. If I had any doubts before, they're gone now. If you want to pin on her, I know it. You're saying you saw her shooting at people and did nothing to stop it. It happened too fast. I didn't immediately realize what was happening, so... She fired off the shot before I could stop her. What did you do? I was a bit startled, but once I got over it, I immediately approached her from behind. Reached out to knock the gun away. Iris claimed she was pushed. Was that you? She wasn't protecting me. She had dirt back when I hit the gun and fell over herself. So it was her own fault? I see. It has to be wrong, but I can't see how. There aren't any contradictions with the evidence. We'll keep checking. Please continue your testimony, Mr. Donatello. It'll be a pleasure. No, just a bit. What? I got a question. What was Meredith Fay doing all this time? Yay. What? That's irrelevant. She's not the suspect.
Objection.
Finger guns. Irrelevant, weren't they together? I should never mention anything about this. Objection overruled, Mr. Wright. Witness, you will answer him. She was with me. She reported as it would accusing her granddaughter. Just as I thought. She was involved somehow. Alrighty? Do you believe her, man? Come on, Thin Ice. Remember what I say, things can go horribly wrong. I don't even know. Listen, I'm gonna think about this together. He has to be telling the truth. They were together. Okay, then. Shift the crime scene. Are you sure you want to go this route? I don't care. Yes, I'm sure. Mr. Meredith saw her granddaughter in the balcony with a gun. Yet she testified yesterday that she just saw her somewhere else. What's with the perjury? Awfully suspicious for an old lady. She was coming up for Iris. It's really that simple. For the defendant, you know better. You really want proof of a cover-up? I can give you one. What? I thought you were accusing the witness. Yeah, she was around then, Mr. Donatello looked over her. Oh, and of course, means she herself lied to the police. Why on earth would they do that if she wasn't involved? Any more questions? Take your time. I got all day. Oh, no, really. Go ahead. This is happening too fast. I didn't realize he'd be this relentless. Mr. Donatello, do you have anything to add about when you saw the defendant? I'm not sure what you want me to say. You have specific questions, just ask them. How many shots? Where was Iris? Did she fight back? How many shots? This was covered in the first trial. It's something where was Iris? We already covered that. Did she fight back? They already covered that. Like, grabbed the gun and, like, she fell over. How many shots? How many shots did you hear? 3. She fired 3 times. Iris did. That's a contradiction. And not what I'm sure I like. Unfortunately, this is a dead end unless we take the opportunity. I don't have any other choice right now. Your Honor, I like this last statement. Add some witness's testimony. Only thing we can go is forward then, right? Very well. Witness, please amend your statement. Can't try this out forever. You know what comes next, buddy. No? I can't. I would die if we accuse Meredith. I have to prolong that at all costs. Okay, but the only thing we can do is here. She fired off all 3 shots before I could stop her. Okay. Where? Okay. We were shot 3 times in total. I saw Iris sitting in the balcony at the final one. She fired off all 3 shots before I could stop her. All 3 shots. Should we okay, it's either, well, I thought the whole thing we can present, like, Iris, like, only heard 2 shots, but that's probably not gonna help much, but do we have to present anything about, like, the 3rd gun? Or injury report? Okay, it's either one of these 2. Let's go with this one first. That's one thing, but I know there's more. Oh! Wait, oh my god, this is the difficulty spike I was talking about. Oh my god, why is it being brought up right here in the middle of no... Oh my god, this is a difficulty spike. We have to present every single available piece of evidence that combines together to contradict this. Every single one. It's not just one and Phoenix fills in the gaps just in case we missed something or other. We have to present every single piece. And based on, oh my god, this is gonna be, oh god, this is gonna be so tedious, oh god. Iris didn't shoot the final shot. There's everything more to really stamp down this contradiction. Something more, let's go with the bullets. I object to this testimony. Wait, so the bullets wasn't right? Okay. Because it's detrimental to my case. Ugh. Good call. Oh, that didn't work. I am slowly, okay. No, I don't care. Do you blame me, any of y'all watching this? Like, any of y'all blame me of me being just about annoyed? Because, well, of course I won't, because, you know, it's me we're talking about, narcissistic and all that, but... Okay, so not the bullet, but we definitely have to present, injury report. Okay, that's one thing. We have to prove that she didn't fire the 3rd. Okay. Gun. That's one thing, but I know there's more. Iris didn't shoot the final shot. I should select some more to really stamp down this contradiction. We presented 2 pieces of evidence, and there's a 3rd one. There's a 3rd one. Oh my god. Okay. Has Iris' fingerprints bullet found the courtyard? Bullet hole. That's the bullet struck my ass. Do we have to present the bullet hole? Please don't tell me. Why? Why? Wait, I swear to god, if you're gonna bring up, like, you know, bullet mark trajectory stuff, then, like, oh my god, then we could have figured this out in the first case. Well, oh god. Oh my god. As defense, I'm inclined to say Iris didn't shoot at all. However, if she did, it wasn't the 3rd shot. A small pistol was found yesterday. Detective Waters had analyzed and confirmed as the assault weapon. Only 2 of the 3 bullets came from the balcony. Oh my god, I'm still annoyed about that. Oh my god, and if that's one of first introductions, I was severely off on when the whole difficulty spike thing comes up. Oh my god, this is gonna go into the finale case, isn't it? No, don't tell me, this is gonna be the rest of this trial. Oh no! Oh god, no, don't do this to me now. I can't tell anymore if literally just some of the things like are just mistakes or just like my thinking on some part or literally the game's fault. At this point, it's all over the place for me at this point. In my thoughts, all that. I don't know whose fault it is by this point. God. But let's go with Game's fault because I'm not accountable for anything. Order, what's this? Are you saying there was a second shooter? Well, I don't know if we should jump to that conclusion.
Objection.
What? Maybe you don't, but I do. It's a logical assumption. Finger guns. There clearly were two people after the Crane Master. Okay, I just had to say that voice. I wonder who the other one could be. Mr. Wright? We don't need to know the second shooter. What? Right now, Iris is on trial for attempted murder. The final shot wasn't from the balcony. She couldn't possibly be guilty. What's wrong with the court of law if we're not even interested in catching a culprit? You're really adamant. Maybe it's time to play hardball. Miss Iris on trial for attempted murder, right? Therefore, if she shot even one of our three bullets, she's still guilty. No way! That's right. Doesn't matter if she hit the victim or not. Well, Raffi, if Wrighty really wants to just throw in the towel, I guess your story checks out. Maybe you're good to go. I'm glad you put in your senses. Oh my god. Iris didn't fire a single bullet. There's no way. Decide to hop back in? Well, I won't stop you. If we do this, we're not going just halfway. How do you know she's innocent? Iris didn't shoot Maya. I know that was Meredith. But she was down the lower hallway. Iris was alone with Donatello. It's his word against hers, and if she's truly innocent, the shooter must be... There was a different shooter. The person who shot at Maya from the balcony was... The only person who we can even finger at this point, who could be in the second floor and fire the rifle gun then, would be... that person. It was the witness, Mr. Raphael Donatello. Ha! Back on track. Oh, but righty, I thought Mr. Donatello said he walked in on her in the act. He wouldn't be lying now, could he? He's doing just that. It was the other way around. She walked in on him. She said she never saw anybody. That's right. He hid himself. Where would he hide? Those balconies look too small to not notice a person there. It wouldn't be so hard. He didn't hide in the balcony. Where did Raphael hide so that Iris wouldn't see him? There's literally another room right behind it. There's a room just on the other side of the hallway. Miss Donatello heard her coming and ran back so she wouldn't see him. Iris walked in and saw the gun and decided to pick it up because, you know, yeah. Cause I'm wow, it's a sniper rifle. Oh, I never seen these before in my life. Curious, she picked it up. Unfortunately, Miss Porter and I saw her doing that. Miss Porter fainted. I turned to focus on Maya. Nobody was looking at Iris. And when her back was turned, he hit her from behind, knocking her over the edge. That's how neither she nor anybody else ever saw him. That answers the weird problem I had with, like, if the third shot happened, but then she was like, did she get knocked over after Phoenix lost sight of that? I completely forgot about that. Oh god, how many other details else have been missing or not? God, I wasn't the shooter. You have no witnesses, no evidence, no proof. It's that strange. Instead, it actually works in my favor. What? Are you mad? Oh, Raffi, silly man. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Let's enlighten him. What evidence, or lack thereof, shows that Iris didn't shoot the gun? Lack of evidence shows that Iris didn't shoot the gun. Fingerprints. Iris's fingerprints aren't on any part of this gun which matters. If you look at the position of the prints again, you know she couldn't shoot it. And you've admitted you were there, so it leaves you, Mr. Donatello. She have fingerprints, that's more than you can say for me. Mind if I butt in? Buddy, what are those things you're wearing in your hands? Fashion accessories. Gloves. That doesn't mean anything. You think? According to the trial transcript from yesterday, we heard something interesting. You and your tricky words, Obi. Iris isn't wearing gloves. If she was really the one shooting at us, she would have left fingerprints on the gun's trigger. Does the prosecution have an explanation? Yes, in fact. Ironshard's defense thought I would overlook this. She wiped them off. There are traces of other prints in the trigger area, though they are smudged. They weren't fingerprints. Glove prints. Sister Iris was not wearing gloves when the police apprehended her. In fact, only one person in the house was. That was you. Now be a good boy and confess already. Fine, you got me. I shot the gun. You tried to kill Maya. It wasn't my decision. You now have no earthly idea why we did it. Oh god, you said we. If it been up to me, none of it would have happened. Sorry to say that doesn't change that you were going to murder that lady. Oh, that really wasn't all that nice, was it? It was all very nice and all that was really mean. So tell me, Mr. Raphael Donatello, who hired you? No, I won't rat anybody out. I'm a professional, not some low-life street thug. If I'm being brought in, I can at least do it with a shred of dignity. Doesn't mean squealing like Mendiras wants me to. Mendiras? Did he order you to do it? Mendiras wanted Faye dead. Think about her big announcement sent him off. Okay, that's the thing God. That's another thing to bring up. Okay. God, okay, so. Maya wanted to do this whole interview thing and like announcing the master thing. But if she was so, like, you know, she didn't even mention it to anyone, not even to Phoenix about this big announcement. And Gladys is very paranoid, legitimately very paranoid, as you mentioned, as a coughing disease. Then how did they find out about this? I'm mostly curious about that. How did they find out about this? Legitimately. Another thing I think it was like letters, maybe they trailed. That's probably something actually. If Gladys was that paranoid, then yeah. They wouldn't speak over the phone, so yeah. It probably doesn't matter how they found out, just they did at some point, but still, it's just it's something to think about if like it comes up at any point. But oh boy, we're running out of time as it is, and I want to keep things rolling along, but I had to let this go through. Okay, you're about to squeal a tiny bit like a pig about Mendiras force you to, and oh boy, this is almost too easy. You basically admitted that you were the one who shot the sniper rifle, but definitely leaves the third shot unaccounted for, and we had presented like someone else fired the third shot just to prove Iris was not the one who shot the gun, so this is gonna be a whole mess entirely. A slopfest to clean up after, so Mare doesn't get fingered right now, at least until Maya's guaranteed safe at some point or other. Oh boy. Okay. So either we need to find we need to find a way to completely prove Iris innocent, or literally frame someone for it. And one of those two sounds like a tall order to make, and the other, God, that means we somehow have to. We literally can't. We can't have Iris go to jail. We can't have Meredith be fingered right now, unless somehow Maya's guaranteed safety. We need to prove with someone else, and oh boy, that means we have to double down on him then too. But that doesn't prove like we literally just proved with the whole of the third gun having the first floor. Oh God, this is not looking good. I'll see how this all transpires in next episode. So, for a fun time watch as I am playing it, hope to see you next time, what time may be, and I hope you have a fantastic day.